We're going to start making some pierogi, and we cannot find the hand mixer, so we're going to use a drill. It's going to work fine, you'll see. At a certain point in the mixing, even a drill will not mix this because it becomes a very stiff dough. The rest of this has to be done by hand. And Chili Boo, thanks again for the info on using a drill instead of a mixer in one of your videos about 2 years ago, I think. To make the filling, normally you use farmer's cheese, but we couldn't find any, but we found this, and the consistency is a little bit too dry. So I'm going to add some ricotta to this, and then the other thing that will go into the filling will be an egg and a little bit of chopped onion, and then some salt and pepper. And these will be, well, you'll see when we put it together. So to make the dough, you need mashed potatoes. So I went ahead and peeled some potatoes and cut them up in chunks and boiled them and made mashed potatoes. And then to the mashed potatoes, you add flour, and you add an egg, and you add some salt and water until you get this nice dough. The dough is resting now, and you can see it's got a nice, it springs back just a little bit. It needs to be able to be rolled out, and you don't want it sticking to the rolling pin. So out of this 32-ounce ricotta cheese container, I've used about, I'm gonna say, about a half a cup of the ricotta cheese, and I'm just mixing it into the Mexican cheese that you saw earlier and getting a moisture consistency. And then I'm gonna beat 1 egg and add 1 egg to this. Put in a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper, and then this is gonna refrigerate until we're ready with the dough. Just adding the egg and mixing that in. I'll show you in just a moment. We're cutting out another run of pierogies. And these are the ones that the seals crimped and a little prick of the fork so that they don't explode when we dip them into the boiling water. Meanwhile, the second batch is in the hot boiling water, beginning to cook for 15 minutes. First batch is air drying here on the counter. So there were only 10 pierogies left after the meal with our brother and sister-in-law and nephew. So we're gonna freeze these, and I thank you for joining us in the pierogies and prairie dogs feature. See you in the next video. Till then.